Hey Hooping World, this is Hannah here from the Cincinnati Circus Company, and I have decided to make a really advanced hoop tutorial sequence that I perform a lot, and it adds a whole lot of flair to what I'm doing, and I really enjoy this sequence, and hopefully it helps you and inspires you to try some new stuff and really like push yourself to a new level. So explaining what you do. You're going to start with the hula hoop. Hi. You're going to start with the hula hoop in the lasso above your head. Then you're going to drop into the splits. And I'll explain how to stretch a little bit in order to do the splits. You're going to drop into the splits. Then you're going to hook the hula hoop onto your foot. And from there, you're going to you're going to roll over onto your hands and knees, and you're going to push yourself up. And your foot's going to be up here like this, with the hula hoop rotating on it. And the goal is to get your foot so high that it doesn't hit the top of your head or fly off your foot. So it takes some practice to execute this, but I know you all can do it, and I'm excited to show you how. So here we go. So to begin, what you want to do, start with your lovely hula hoop, spinning above your head in the lasso. Very basic. Just throw it up there, spin it. This isn't anything crazy. What you're going to do next is you want to go into the splits. The splits are definitely something that take a bit of practice. I am a fortunate person. I'm naturally fairly flexible, and so the splits have never been something that it was a challenge to figure it out, but it wasn't like the worst situation in the world. So what you want to do though in order to get into the splits is stick out your foot, whichever foot you want forward, and move back. You're going to push this foot into the ground. Imagine you're just pushing it. And this is really going to give you a good stretch back here. And then you can lean back and throw that there, do this, and then slowly just extend out until you can drop down into the splits. Now my splits are not perfect. I definitely need to work on these. If I was doing really proper splits, with my hip rotated forward, like the correct way, I'd be up like this. So I have a ways to go to even get the proper splits. But when I rotate my hip out, I can drop all the way down. So, I cheat, but it works. So lasso into the splits, and from there, so hula hoop, lasso, I like to push my arm out, point my toe, make it really, really pretty, long lines. Let me get my arm up there. There we go, that's better. And just slide down. It helps to have, damp shoes that help you slide or anything like that. And then I'm going to close my legs, roll around, because it looks pretty. That's all that's for, is because it looks pretty. Lean forward onto one hand, stick your foot up, hook it inside the hula hoop. Now, what I think is really, really important for circus-style hula hooping, or really any hula hooping for that matter, is very straight, clean lines and a pointed foot. So this is an example of what not to do. Knee bent, foot relaxed. The hula hoop's flying off in its own direction right now. This isn't what we want. So what we want is gaining control of the hula hoop again. Come on, buddy. It went off into its own direction. There we go. Knee straight, toe pointed. It took me a lot of practice to actually be able to keep my knee straight and my toe pointed while hula hooping. But one, it's an awesome ab workout and leg workout, and two, it just takes your hooping to the next level. So it's worth the time and investment. So you can do some switcheroos here if you want, whatever. But here's the hard part, okay? What you're going to do is, now I'm not flexible enough to keep my legs straight through all of this, so my knee has to bend by necessity. Hopefully one day I'll be flexible enough that my knee is perfectly straight, and then I'll work for Circus Olay. That would be awesome. But until then, what you're going to do is you're going to roll over onto your hands and knees. So I'm here. All I do is I rotate, and I keep my foot pushed up high above my head, and keep the hoop rotating by moving my foot back and forth a little bit, moving my leg. Push up onto your hands and knees, push that foot as high as you can get it. Really stretch your back. Really flex those muscles. And I like to raise my head up, very dramatic. Maybe do an arm flourish like this, that looks so pretty. And then from here you can get out of it in a variety of ways. You can simply roll back over, grab it, be done. Or you can take it to a more complicated version. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on this, but after you get to here, I often like to pop up onto my hands, sort of a downward dog type of yoga position, and really extend that leg out there. And I'm currently working on being able to go into a handstand from here, but I don't always do it. I do it like maybe 10% of the time. So that's practice, you know, always practicing. So that's basically the sequence. So let me just, you know, give you an example of what it looks like without me speaking the whole time. Just really, you know, beautiful, clean lines. Trying to make it very dramatic, very polished, and as much of a circus style as possible, even though I'm, you know, I'm not in Circus Hula. So here we go. You ready? Ta-da! And this is what it looks like. So then I'll get out of it sometimes by rolling down, or I'll do some other way to get out of it. But the cool thing about that sequence is that you can really build off of it, and it's pretty fun. But remember the key things for this very advanced circus style of hula hooping: stretch. Get that flexibility, get that back flexibility by you know, stretching back, by doing back bends, by doing bridges, so that you really are taking your hooping to the next level. Keep those toes pointed and those legs straight, and just keep practicing. And best of luck. Hopefully I'll get to hear how it goes if any of you tried this out. So thanks so much. Happy hooping. Bye.